Good morning, Grandad. It's Lee again. Lee, your grandson. You feeling better today? You feeling better? Yes, we're organized. You feel? Yeah. So you still feeling a little rough, or you doing okay? Okay. Well, it's good to know that now, right? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Why would they bother at this point? Mm-hmm. That is silly. Yeah, they'll get back to you another week or two. I. Oh, great. That'd be perfect. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm not sure how they send it. I don't send stuff. I do it through Amazon or some of the different websites when I send stuff. Yeah, but I'm gonna put Aiden on. He's got school this morning, so I was trying to get a hold of you before it was too late and before school. Uh, I'm gonna put him onto you. I'm gonna put you on speakerphone. Okay.
Hi, Granddad.
Hello, Aidan.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, pretty good now.
That's great to know. Okay, so I have a couple of questions to ask you for this project I'm working on at school.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one is, I know you were in World War II, so where did you live during the war?
Where did we live?
Mm-hmm.
In a village called Kingsnorth, close to Ashford, in a cottage.
Hmm.
And we went out there, supposed to be evacuated out there from Ashford, which is about 5 miles away, or 6 miles. And we were found ourselves right in the middle of the war, because just down the road there was an American army camp, and within 3 miles in a circle there were about 4 aerodromes, all run by Americans.
Okay.
So we didn't get out of it, really. It was a bit of a silly thing to do. We could have stayed in Ashford and been quite safe.
Okay. How old were you during the war?
14 then.
Okay. What did you do during the war?
What did we do? I'll tell you what we used to do. As kids, before I was 14, we used to chase around where the aircraft had crashed and get some perspex off the cockpits and use it to make rings and all sorts of things. You can make models out of it. Because to use it, you could use a saw on it, like a fret saw, and cut it and file it down and polish it. That was only one thing, and we used to collect rose hips. That was what they used to feed. They used to make rose hips syrup out of that for the babies, and we used to collect acorns off the trees, and they used to use them for pig food. And I was in the Boy Scouts in those days, and that's what we used to do.
Okay. How did it affect your day-to-day life?
How did what?
How did it affect your day-to-day life?
I ain't caught what you said.
How did it affect you?
He said, how did it affect your day-to-day life, your normal day-to-day life? Did it change or was...
We just took it for granted, and we just lived as best we could. Within several miles of some of my mates, there was a big army camp, and we used to go up there and get a ride on a brain gun carrier or collect shells and all sorts of things. It was quite an experience, actually.
Did this affect any traditions, like a holiday?
Holiday? Joking. That was the only holiday we had. You weren't allowed to the seaside anywhere in England. And of course, in those days, there were no cheap flights out. It was all on the water. So we didn't have holidays. All right, you were broke up from school, certain school holidays, but there wasn't nothing to do, really, other than fishing or going out doing scrumping, doing all sorts of things like that.
What is scrumping? Do you want to know?
What's scrumping?
Scrumping is stealing someone's apples from an orchard.
Okay. Did anything happen to your home during the war?
What happened to our home?
Yeah, did anything happen to it?
Well, my father had a shop in Ashford, and it never stopped. He kept it open. So nothing happened to it. We just moved into a cottage in the country. And that was supposed to be safe. But it didn't get hit, fortunately.
Okay. Was there any fighting close to you? Like family members?
Was there what?
Any fighting close to you? Was there any fighting close to you?
Was there any fighting?
Yes.
Yeah, with aircraft only. The Germans used to come over in squadrons and drop their bombs on their way to London, supposedly. And when our fighters went up, like the Spitfires after them, they dropped them anywhere. In March the 14th, 1943, I was in a shop working and a bomb fell on it in New Rents in Ashford. I dashed into the shop and got under the stairs with the rest of the staff, and we survived. We didn't get injured, luckily. The next day after that, through shock, I think, I had yellow jaundice.
Okay.
And your mother know about that. Yellow jaundice.
Okay. What impacted you most during war?
What impacted me most? Oh dear. The flying bomb. The doodlebug, as they call it.
Okay. What's a doodlebug?
A doodlebug is a weapon made by the Germans, and it was a rocket with a bomb underneath. The rocket was above the bomb, and it had two wings. They used to set them off for Germany or Holland or wherever they were, Belgium, and fly them into England. And when they run out of fuel, they used to hit the ground and explode.
Interesting. Okay. What happened during the attacks?
What happened when?
Where did you go during attacks?
Where did we go? We just stayed at home.
Okay. Hoping that a bomb didn't fall on you?
Well, you took the risk. You accepted what was happening, and you were restricted on where you went. Because you got to remember, in those days, no one had motor cars. There was no petrol. You couldn't buy petrol, and it was all rationed anyway. If anyone had a car, the petrol was rationed. Like food was rationed, clothes were rationed. And your nan's going to post today 2 ration books in an envelope for you, and they were clothing coupons. So to buy a pair of shoes or a coat, you had to give up so many coupons.
Okay. So how long did rationing go on for?
How long did it go on for?
Mhm.
Since 1939 till 49. 1949. Your nan's standing here answering me. Yeah, it went on till 1949. And one of these books has got some blue coupons in. She keeps on about it. And those coupons were issued because she was pregnant with Malcolm, my eldest boy, and those coupons would be used for baby clothes. Did you get that?
Mhm. Was there any warning system when they had attacks?
Was there any what?
Warning system.
Oh, yeah. Not in the house. No. You had a siren going off in the town. The only warning system you got was issued by the Observer Corps, and they were on the lookout somewhere quite high up on top of a church or something like that. And if there was immediate danger, they'd press a button, and if 12 rang on the bell, which was in all the shops, he got 6 rings, and it was immediate danger.
Interesting.
So then the thing was to get out of danger if you could. But no one had air raid shelters, not in shops, anywhere like that. If a bomb hit the place, it would blow it to pieces, which it did.
Dangerous.
On that particular day, there was a lot of bombs dropped on Ashford. There was people killed, several garages hit, a slaughterhouse, the railway works. Because Ashford town was a big railway town where they used to make steam engines and repair them.
Okay. Did you ever go to air raid shelters?
Is what?
Did you ever go to air raid shelters?
Did we ever go to?
Air raid shelters.
No.
Oh.
No. I'm looking at the news just now. There's been a railway accident in America. Did you know that? Today.
We haven't seen any news today. It's a struggle getting the boys up for school in the mornings.
I don't know, it was Minnesota or something like that.
No,
Derailment.
we normally hear the news when I'm driving to work.
Oh, yeah. So he's not at school yet. He's on his way soon.
Yeah, as soon as we're done, I'm packing him up and taking him. We got Jackson here as well. We got Michelle's son. He's here with the weekend because they went to Las Vegas, so we got Jack here as well. I got to drop off in the morning. They have to be at school, and we have to leave in about 10 minutes to get into school.
Oh, I don't want to make you late.
No, you're fine. Ashton's gone already. He has to be at school at 7:45 a.m. He goes early. The other boys go an hour later, so they got plenty of time.
Okay.
When I didn't get his last question, so if you tell me what it is.
His last question, did you ever go to an air raid shelter? Did you ever go inside one, or you didn't ever go to one?
Yeah, when I was at school, we used to spend more days in the air raid shelter than in the classroom. And you could watch through the ventilators in the brickwork on these shelters across the field where we used to play, like the playing fields attached to the school. There were guns, like rocket-propelled guns, and they were shooting up at the planes all the time. Oh, yeah.
Really?
And then every house that had a garden, they were issued with what they call an Anderson shelter. And that was buried in the ground, in the garden, and it was covered with soil. And I expect over the years that must have saved a lot of lives. But they also had a shelter which was issued to householders that hadn't got a garden, and it was like a steel table. And you got inside the table on the floor in the dining room or where it was, and that would protect you from the debris falling around you if the bomb hit.
As long as the whole house don't collapse.
Well, it was made strong enough to withstand quite a bit of weight, I can assure you. Yeah. And some of them Anderson shelters are still about. I bet if you looked in some of the old gardens where they don't garden much and they had one during the war, it's still there now. It's like heavy corrugated iron.
Yeah, I showed him some pictures of those. There's a lot of pictures online of the different shelters and advertising them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, how was school during the war?
It was what?
How was school?
As I say, we used to go before I left in 1942. Between 1939 and 42, school, we didn't have much schooling because the war was on. And if you went to school, you were mostly in an air raid shelter, and they didn't keep the lessons going in there.
Okay. Did life ever improve right after the war finished, or did it take a while?
The war finished in 1948, I think. No, 46. Because I went in the army in 1946.
He's asking if it took a while for things to get better, or if it stayed.
Oh yeah, it did. You still had all the coupons and the rationing on then. It didn't really improve until about 1950 onwards.
Took a while then.
Took a long time. But what the youngsters don't realise today is that in those days there was hardly any motors about. Nobody could afford one.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that had, one of my mates his father had a little Austin 7, like a little box car. We were out in it one evening on the Bromley Marsh, and he was short of petrol, and I think we broke down there and had to make our way home on foot.
Well, thank you for helping me with this, Granddad.
That's okay. And of course, what you got to realise too, a lot of the roads, especially where we live, are only very narrow, and they were built for horse and carts, not motor cars. It's only a few new roads they put in and widened some that makes a difference today. So we're still a bit old-fashioned over here.
Well, it's not a bad thing sometimes. Keeps it nice.
I know. When we were in America, if you wanted to walk across one of the roads, even at the top where we used to go up to that big store, it took longer to walk across. And then the lights used to change straight away, and they all wanted to rush across with the cars.
Yeah, people don't stop.
They never give pedestrians the time.
They don't stop. It's too dangerous. You got to drive anywhere if you want to go anywhere. It's not safe to walk.
We were out one day, and your dad got excited because we were out and came and fetched us in a car. He said you shouldn't be walking.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not safe to walk. Everything's too far away. It's too big. Everything's too spread out.
I know.
There's certain areas you can drive there and walk around, but you can't really walk anywhere.
No.
Too many accidents. All right. Thank you very much for being patient and answering his questions.
Okay, if you want any more news, let me know.
He's got to try and now put all this in a video with all the pictures we've got and everything, and put the pictures corresponding to what you're talking about, and then we'll send you a copy of it when it's all done.
Oh, lovely. I hope he's successful anyway.
Yeah, I think it should turn out good. It's going to be much better now he's got your voice on here. That would be really good. That would be nice. Especially all the other kids hearing it as well. That should be good.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Granddad. I'll speak to you later.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.